Hey guys, Karina here, your lucid living coach. As you can see, I'm in a different location, hence the new moon in Sagittarius video. This is about expansion and travel, knowledge, and spiritual beliefs, spirituality. So, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm an intuitive, transformational life coach and astrologist, and I'm here to give you the new moon in Sagittarius information that's happening at 1 degrees on November 23rd. Okay, so that's in a couple days. We have tomorrow, which the sun will be moving into Sagittarius, finally exiting the sultry, secretive Scorpio energy that really wanted us to dig deep and know the truth. And we were shown a lot of truth, actually, about ourselves and our shadow aspects of ourselves and how we really create our own reality. And this could be even creating our own emotional turmoil. So, with that being said, let's start exploring. So, Sagittarius is about exploring life's purpose through expanding the mind, body, and spirit. So, this is a mutable fire sign. Okay. And mutable just means the ending of a cycle. And this is an ending of the fall cycle. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is the biggest planet of our solar system. Jupiter has several moons, and we continually keep discovering them. 80 have been counted thus far. And there's some 4 main ones, and I think maybe 13, but 4 like super big ones that we could actually see. Jupiter is the king of the gods, and that is kind of in like ancient texts and stuff like that. But he is the god of the sky and thunder. And that was so crazy. I've been doing a lot of art lately, and I've been so attracted to the thunderbolt. So I am selling some of my art. I actually printed up some tote bags with the thunderbolt on it. If you're interested, please let me know. If you're local, I will be at the winter market at the Boys and Girls Club in Crockett on December 4th. So if you'd like to come out and support local artists and maybe get a little mini reading from me, come out and join us. Definitely getting all your Christmas shopping and supporting local businesses is, like, to me, the best thing that you could do to give back to your community and to help increase our economy, because our economy is kind of suffering right now. So let's continue. So Sagittarius rules the 9th house in the 12 house systems, which is the house of aspirations, spirituality, and what we believe. So I wanted to share a little quote or a scripture from the Bible. This is 2 Corinthians 3:17. And a lot of the Bible is really in alignment with astrology and astronomy, and they really speak about the heavens. And so this particular scripture is referring to the Sagittarius energy. It says, "Now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom." You've always loved to live life outside of the box, no rules or routines, just you moving forward, making both mistakes and decisions. You crave freedom, but sometimes this longing to be in your own or on your own pulls you away from the people that you love, that love you, and more importantly, from God. So please remember this. There is freedom and faith in following Christ. That means following what the body of Christ, which is its followers and its people. And that is the people that are really living in alignment with their higher self. Okay. And Sagittarius is kind of like the story of Buddha and Jesus that had, these hummingbirds are beautiful, that had kind of lived a lot of its life away from the community and kind of feeling alone there at the top. And the opposite of Sagittarius is Gemini. And Gemini is all about interacting with the community and its people and being and asking questions and getting to know its people. And that's really what Buddha and Jesus did to really have the awakening and like their I feel like it was probably around their Saturn return that they really ended up really knowing their purpose and really knowing themselves much better through the connection with others. And that's what others and relationships and partnerships and friendships are for, is to be a reflection of what we are and what we look like. Because sometimes, and most of the time, we don't see ourselves clearly, let's be honest. So it really takes the other to be able to point out something, right? So if my lipstick's smeared, and most likely it is, or if I have something in my teeth, or if I have dirt on my face, it's going to be the other person that actually says something because I cannot see myself. And so what I wanted to do is start out with the inside degrees for Sagittarius at 1 degrees, because I thought that it was so on point of everything that's happening as far as aspects and what's happening in the sky and how I was really interpreting it. So it's kind of cool. So the sun's going down and I really wanted to get this done while I have this nice natural light. And I'm going to go back inside to edit it. So Sagittarius at the 1st degrees, a woman manacled in solid gold chains. So she is handcuffed, okay, in gold chains. So just imagine that, vividly attached to your own personal limitation, idiosyncrasies, and karmic backlog. You are identified within the strict circle of familiar difficulties, dilemmas, issues, and problems, habituated to a thick atmosphere of being surrounded and enveloped by all of the places that you have hung out forever, immobilized in your will and truly feeling incapable of overthrowing the past. You feel chaotically fascinated by and deeply saturated in patterns, syndromes, and subconscious escapes. Yet in the fiery mist of this very enchantment, you can go free if you inwardly come to a place where all the old spells no longer work and your resurgent spirit simply refuses to confound itself any further. So this is saying that we have had these chains of the past and maybe things that our childhood and our upbringing had put into our conscious or unconscious minds. It could be the not being good enough for success or love. Okay. This could be maybe abuse that you had went through where it really gives you a feeling of not trusting people. So this Sagittarius is asking you to think bigger and better and positive and know that you deserve the love the success, and your dreams to come true. So think back to June. Okay, this is when the full moon in Sagittarius happened for us in this area of your life. And I'll go through the zodiacs at the very end. This is when the full moon in Sagittarius was helping create this new start or beginning that we're actually seeking right now. What happened in June? Where were you in June? And where was like past people or past thought patterns or situations that you were revisiting that gave you the idea of really how far we've come, okay? Who you were and what has shaped who you are today. So there was a lot of things that were coming up in June, and it could have been even little tests. And we were getting little glimpses of our past and or realizations. Now this new moon is giving us our gift, our second chance to make our lives better, to choose the different path, to choose the higher path, and the courage to do the thing that scares us, or it challenges us to be more. When we choose the unknown or the path that we are afraid to take, we will most likely get a different result. So if you keep doing the same things over and over again, you're going to continue to get the same results. These results, when we decide to change, will lead us to growth, evolution, and expansion. Remember, we're always one step away from an entirely different life. What needs to be done? Communication is one. This is very important as the new moon is conjunct Mercury and Venus. We will need to be honest and open and blunt when using this energy. Let others know your wants, desires, boundaries, expectations, future goals, and how you want to grow and learn. This is a time of union. This is a time of really creating the life that we've always desired. Now, the sun conjunct the moon is when our mind is really aligned with our heart. And this always feels good. Full moons could be a little intense because our heart and our mind are opposing, and our emotions, you know. So when we're in alignment with how we're really like feeling, with what we're intuiting is aligned, that's beautiful. So we have been feeling this optimism, I think, as a collective of Jupiter in Sagittarius. And this optimism is because we've been in the Scorpio energy and we're really feeling the shift that's going to happen tomorrow. We have been feeling this excitement that's around the corner, and like a feeling that like everything's going to fall into place, whether that be what you really want to happen or it doesn't happen. And sometimes those are blessings in disguise, where one window closes, a door opens, bigger and better opportunities, ones that we can never imagine. God always wants more for us than we actually can really conceive for ourselves. Scorpio's season has been an intense ride, especially with Mars being retrograde, because Scorpio's ruler is Mars and Pluto. And it's been really working behind the scenes, preparing us for our blessings in Sagittarius season. There's a blessing behind every challenge, a door of opportunity for each window that closes, a rainbow after each rain. Weeping may last for a night, but his joys comes in the morning. And that was by the Seeker's Corner, Adrian. Sometimes when things look like they're falling apart, they are just falling in place. And that's the kind of attitude that we want to have with this energy, this new moon in Sagittarius. And it will be building up to the full moon in Gemini. So, and the full moon in Gemini is on December 7th. So this new moon is literally the first moon cycle after the closing of the 2022 eclipses, which was the full moon in Taurus. Now, we had 4 eclipses this year, and they were in the Taurus and Scorpio areas. Yeah. So it's just Taurus and Scorpio. And then the next eclipse will be, says a solar eclipse, April 19th in Aries. So it is a new moon. Okay. So this cycle right now, we have the sun, the moon, Venus, and Mercury all in the sign of Sagittarius. They're all hanging out together. And they're sitting with this new moon. Okay, so Venus is combust with the sun and Mercury. So it's kind of like they're really like being dimmed or dulled down by the sun because the sun's so bright. Like you can't even see Mercury and Venus in the sky. They're sitting with this new moon though, right? And it brings a lot of abundance and excitement and expansion and hopefulness to especially this area of our chart. So you want to look at where 1 degrees of Sagittarius is. And this new moon is one of harmony and connecting with others, like in an authentic way, like pouring out one's emotions and balancing them with others. Venus and Mercury are combust, and what that really means is the planet is literally disappearing in light of the sun. So the tribal cultures, they took this as a sign that the goddess Venus has took a journey into the underworld. And if you know mythology, then you'll be very familiar with this, where she visits her sister and she transforms, like when she returns as a morning star. And after this conjunction Venus, she goes from being the morning star to an evening star. So that's what's happening right now. And Venus as an evening star is in a superior conjunction, which it is right now. She is a lover expressing receptivity and femininity. Like, just for an example, I just was volunteering at a winery and I was really enjoying it, really loving it, right? I have been self-employed for over 15 years, but I also wanted to have like a job so I can connect and interact with people in a fun way and meet like-minded people that really enjoy the leisure and the pleasure of wine. And at the same time, I also have fears of my freedom being restricted. How about if something comes up and I want to travel, or there's a family event that I need to go to, and not having the freedom to do so because I'm on a schedule or whatever, right? So I ended up finding the perfect situation where I'm not working a whole lot. And I actually each month get to choose what days I'm available. So I am actually a living proof of this because it was something that I wanted and I desired, and I didn't settle. I just kept looking for the perfect opportunity to have my needs met. So, and I also communicated my needs with the employer. So I'm going to see if I can turn off on this light and let this cat in. Hold on. Hold, please. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, so this new moon also has Mars retrograde squaring Jupiter, and this might need a little more we might need a little more risk and excitement to get out of the rut of feeling stagnant or bored in life. So it's a really good time to book a trip or to just get out of town on a whim. Mars retrograde is square Neptune. This aspect has been ongoing for an extended period of time since October into November, and then will square on the third and final time of in March of 2023. Now, this aspect can create confusion and uncertainty and overwhelm. So Mars retrograde gives us like a slow, sluggish, a not so clear and focused energy. So our minds could be a little foggy or hazy. We could be more tired. and then it's also reflecting in our work. We may feel like foggy during this influence with the Neptune energy, or like things are a little hazy. You're not seeing things clearly. And you might be off of, let's say that you expect something might be off, or you're experiencing something might be off, but you can't put your finger onto what it is. So plans could be unclear. You can find out the hard way in a particular situation as well. So the sun and the moon, this new moon, because that's what the new moon is, where the sun and the moon are conjunct together, it's trine over to Jupiter. And this aspect brings like a lot of opportunity, a lot of growth, prosperity, and good fortune. So you're feeling the optimism, especially in relationships. This can seem to flow more harmoniously. And then we could feel a little more confident, and this is a good time to increase our wealth through either self-employment or art or investments or classes, spiritual classes, and business dealings. Okay, so the sun and the moon is also trine Neptune, and this transit is best used by giving back to our communities and volunteering our time and talents to better the lives around us. Now, the sun and moon is sextile Pluto, which is, it exposes our deeply buried emotions. It could be intense personal interactions, showing exactly how you feel about someone and how they feel about you in the relationship is bound to evolve to a deeper level. And we might be free to move on if things just aren't working. So as the sun is making an aspect to Pluto, this increases our need to succeed. We feel more on purpose and driven to achieve our goals. Mercury, Neptune. Yeah, so I saw this in Mercury, the planet of communication, and our mind is trying to Chiron in Aries, which is kind of like in the sign of our ego. Mercury is in the sign of Sagittarius. And I think of just like our minds and our thoughts being more optimistic, that it's naturally going to be very supportive and healing through our communicating and expressing our emotions. So when you're having that optimism and your thoughts and everything's aligning, it's like you're manifesting better things. And through what you manifest and what your inner knowing is, you're going to naturally heal. Now, Pluto is sextile Jupiter. We have this desire to go deeper into the philosophies and our spiritual awarenesses. And this is a time of expansion and accelerated growth. So allow yourself to intuitively reshape and regenerate your world views. Pluto is sextile Neptune, and our intuition might be more on point. We might be more observant than usual. And even though we might not like everything that we see, this will help assist us in navigating this unexpected transit. So just really listening to your intuition. Now, the North Node is conjunct Uranus. So things to do between November and late December is, like I said, get away. Maybe study something new. Search for meaning. Laugh and be grateful. focus on the positive. The secret to life is to know what you're, to know that you are blessed and to live your life within that knowing. Use the power of this new moon in a freedom loving, wondering, make travel plans, or finally just get out of town, take off. Life is to be lived, right? And life can be better sometimes. We just need a newer perspective to see how blessed our lives really are. And seeing the bigger picture. Sagittarius is all about the higher perspective. So this bird's eye view of your life always helps to become more happy and grateful and really to see the bigger picture. And you could even look back on the things that maybe happened or didn't happen for you in the past and what you learned and what doors opened after. So just really just understanding that everything happens for a reason. Now, okay, I am way too cold out here. I'm going to move it inside. So just stick in there and I'm going to go through the zodiacs to where this new moon is affecting you and what you can look forward to. Also, I will do a little pull a tarot card, which I already pulled because I forgot my tarot deck. And yeah, all right, hold please. Okay, well, instead of going inside, I booked myself a flight to the Maldives. So, and I got a new dog. It brings a lot of joy. This is Whiskey. Anyways, we're really enjoying the sun and we're enjoying the water. And I'd like to let you guys know where this new moon will be affecting, and this new moon will be for you. So let's start with Aries. So Aries, this new moon is happening in your 9th house of matters relating to exploration of life, life's purpose, and traveling to foreign lands like myself. And it's about your higher philosophy, maybe something new around a spark of interest in studying something new, or maybe going to a third world country to maybe learn more about the world or spirituality. Maybe it's going to India and staying in an ashram, or like having a yoga retreat or something like that. Taurus, this is happening in your 8th house, matters relating to transparency, healing, and the depth of life. This could be shared resources. This could be inheritance. It could be a loan, a home loan, a car loan, or a school grant or something going through. This is a new beginnings, even around healing sexual energy. All right, Gemini, this is happening for you in matters relating to mutuality, justice, and one-on-one relationships. This could be a new business partnership, a proposal, or in something new around your relationships and friendships and partnerships, your marriages, your legal matters or agreements, your business dealings. This could be courts, the lower courts, and laws. So next we have Cancer. This is happening in your 6th house. This is happening in your 6th house of matters relating to self-improvement, environment, and helping others improve. This could also be how you work and about your health regimens and routines, and your diets and your everyday work skills and work practices. Maybe you've started a new job, or something along a new health regimen or something that you just learned about your health. Gemini, Cancer, Leos. Leos, this is happening in your 5th house of self-expression, passion, and creativity. So this also can be your romance and children or creativity or a project. Maybe you're really into art. It's a really good time to connect with children, if your own children, spending time with them, or your romantic partners. It could be, because this new moon is in Sagittarius in the 5th house, it could be a pregnancy, unexpected pregnancy. This is entertainment and the arts, entertaining arts. So it could be that you get casted in a production. All right, moving on to Virgos. Virgos, this is happening in your 4th house of home, or relating to feelings and caring for and nurturing others. So this has a lot to do about our family, our past, our roots, our emotional foundations, traditions, domestic life. You could be maybe just newly moved into your home, or maybe you find out that you got the loan on the home and you are getting to move. Affairs, also affairs at the end of a cycle. This is foundation supporting you and your activities. So yeah, that's exciting. Virgos, Libras. Libras, this is happening in your 3rd house, are relating to the rational mind and communicating with and learning from others. So this internal areas is like sociability, communication, practicality. This is heartedness and left brain intelligence, lower education, flexibility. And in the external areas, these are thoughts, practical ideas, writings, correspondence, immediate environment, and peers and siblings. So Scorpio, this is happening in your 2nd house, where matters relating to self-reliance, working with the natural world. This is about resourcefulness and inner resources, your values and self-worth. This is also around finances and wealth and possessions. And maybe there's something new that you have discovered, or a new maybe way of providing some income for yourself. All right, so 1st house, Sagittarius. Hello, this is your new moon. This is huge. This one is matters relating to self-awareness and asserting your will into the world. So this is like your independence, your confidence, your physical energy. This is your physical appearance, maybe how you want to be seen with others. So maybe you want to start working out. Maybe you want to change your wardrobe. Maybe you want to change your self-image. Maybe you're just ready for a whole new transformation of the way that you appear to others. This is a brand new beginning for you. We get one new moon per year, and this is your new moon, Sagittarius. And what else here? So Capricorns, this is happening in your 12th house, which has to do with your inner peace and connectedness. This is your intuition and your mindfulness, and just maybe going inward and connecting with your higher self or God, or having compassion and empathy for yourself and others. This is also the results of past acts. This is hidden supports, as well as limitations and inner social conflicts. And on the external areas, this is about resting getting in your meditative states, charting your dreams. This is about spirituality, unsolved things, and psychic abilities. Maybe you're going to realize some inner superpowers. Aquarius, this is happening in your 11th house, matters relating to groups, communities, and causes. Man, it's hot out here. This is your visions, your aspirations, your ideals, your future plans, your networks, your friends, and your networks. You know, it's about connecting with community. You might be getting a whole new community of friends, and yeah, or organizing some community organization or events that will help with giving back. Pisces, this is happening in your 10th house of career. This is relating to legacy, life's work, and public life. So this is about your commitments, your dedications, your responsibilities, and your disciplines, and how that is paying off. Or maybe you are starting a new job or a career. Or maybe you just want to totally career change. And you have like a new goal, or maybe you've just got some recognition or achievement for something, and now you're leveling up. And yeah, so that was through the zodiac. This tarot card associating with Sagittarius is the Temperance. So you don't want to rush the process. That's kind of what the Temperance is about. It's asking us for balance, moderation, patience, and purpose. So this time is asking us to be more stable with our energy and allow life force to flow through us without forcing it or resisting it. We are getting our life back into balance and order after the death of Scorpio season. So mutable signs are changeable. So stay calm during the times of change, manage your emotions, and keep your composure in stressful situations. Only time will tell why things have shifted the way that they have, if they do not shift in your favor. This is about blending and mixing and combining diverse elements in a way that creates something new and even more valuable than the separate parts. This could be blending of friends, blending of families, blending of careers, blending of homes, blending of art like multimedia art, and blending of elixirs, cocktails, or even combining different cultured cuisines and foods. So that is what I got for you. I am out of town, as you can see, and I did not bring my cards, and I don't have my board to make it easier to go through the zodiac for everyone. I wanted to read a little something out of here just to make up for that, something to walk away with. And I will be reading something out of the 100 Successful Things. And I thought that I would pick, it was out of 42 or 80, and I picked 80 because of Jupiter's 80 moons. So use your intelligence wisely. Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its whole life thinking it's stupid. And this is from Albert Einstein. When it comes to brain power, it's easy to be strong in one area, but not in other. You might be fantastic at crosswords, but find it impossible to get your head around the instructions for using a new household appliance. You might sail through intellectual challenges at work, but struggle to deal with the simultaneous questions and demands of your 3 children at home. According to the Cattell Horn Carroll theory, our brains possesses 10 board abilities that in turn are broken down into 70 narrow abilities. These vary from how fast you process information through to the ability to deal with the unfamiliar information. You don't have to master all 70, but to be a success, and your challenge is not to know how intelligent you are, but rather to know what kinds of intellectual skills you need to possess in order to achieve success is different aspects of your life. Do you already have the skill you need, and do you know how to use them, or do you need to acquire them from scratch? Everything we do requires more intelligence than ever before. You don't need to be the smartest at everything, but consciously developing intelligence in areas that are going to help you will pay huge dividends. Consciously developing intelligence in areas that are going to help you will pay huge dividends. So it's pretty much saying that where you get your information and your education, do it in areas that will actually benefit you, that you are actually interested in. Hey, what are you doing, little doggy? Okay, so put into action, develop what you have. Okay, so working with what you have. The key to your success is to focus on your existing strength while also developing those areas that will help you achieve your goals in life. Think about your goals and what intellectual strengths would support them most. Establish what you need and focus on that. You could also try developing areas where you are weak, even if you don't think that you would ever need these skills. A great memory may not seem particularly important to you, but you never know when it could be useful. And you could have fun doing memory exercises, which at one of my game nights I hosted, someone brought over like this game, and it had like twins, and they're just dressed differently, have different hair, and you're supposed to match them together. But it's the memory game, so they're all flipped over, and you flip over 2 at a time, and then you go around the circle. So you have to remember where it is. So, I mean, it was multiple levels of even facial recognition and memory. So you could also, making time to maintain a good all-around intelligence works wonders for your morale and self-esteem. It has also been shown to slow down cognitive illnesses such as dementia and Alzheimer's. Find time for challenging pursuits such as completing crossword puzzles, other paper challenges like Sudoku, that's one of my favorites, and games such as chess or the backgammon. Always be willing to learn new things to keep your brain regularly stimulated and challenged. Never show off. Intelligence alone is not enough, and being invited to join Mensa is no guarantee of success in your life. You need to be able to apply your intelligence and use it well around other people. This is where you need to be street smart with a good dose of common sense and to have developed your emotional intelligence skills. No matter how much more intelligent you appear or think you are, never make others feel less or small or less intelligent than you. This is an abuse of your skill. Makes you look arrogant, snobbish, and condescending, and will turn people against you. And that's kind of perfect for the Sagittarius energy, because Sagittariuses, they are kind of the teachers, right? The gurus. They love to travel and learn and be more cultured. And they have this sense of being smarter than everyone else. They can come off to be very arrogant, but this is just kind of the way the Sagittarius energy rolls. It's it's the eldest of the fire signs. So with that being said, thank you for joining. Thank you for liking and sharing my videos. If you're interested in working with me as a life coach, if you need to get to your certain weight, or you want to get on a health regimen, if you are wanting to switch out of the job into either self-employment or your own business, any goals, I'm here for you. I also use astrology as a tool to help me assist my clients in the coaching process where challenges might arise or where there is a potential for a growth. With that being said, if you'd like to learn astrology, I will be hosting workshops on how to read your birth chart. And I broke them down into 3 workshops: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. If you're interested, please hit me up. You could hit me up at either LUCIDLIVINGMOVEMENT.com or LucidLivingLeoQueen@gmail.com, or you can text me. So whichever works best for you. All my information is down in the description, and make this a very exciting time. It is the time of excitement and blessings and Wheel of Fortune, you know? This is a very fortunate time. Just keeping your mind and your eyes on the prize. You want to keep staying positive, even if you're not seeing it. So living by faith and not by sight. All right. Many blessings to you on this new moon in Sagittarius, and I'll see you on the next YouTube video. Karina, your Lucid Living Coach.